Hi everyone, welcome back to another lesson on Python hands-on. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to do string repetitions. Okay, so might be you have already seen the any previous video that is on string concatenation. Okay, so in this video we are going to do repetitions. So you already know what is meaning of repetitions. Repetitions means if you want to print something multiple time. Okay, so how we can do? Obviously, if you print multiple time the same string, it will be fine. Okay, there is more easiest way of how to do some repetitions. Okay, so string concatenations, if you are performing something on a string with the help of plus, so that is called a string concatenation, means adding, right? Similarly, if you want to repeat something, so it's and this is called string repetitions, right? So you already by default know repetition of a string, not any other data type, right? So plus is used for adding something. Again, here star is used for multiplying. So you can consider as multiplying the string of times. Okay, so 4 times, 5 times, it's like that. So how many times you want to print something, so that is called a star. Plus means adding, or star means multiplying something. So you can see here in this example, the original string is hello. Okay, and if you want to multiply something or repeat something any number of time, so how you can do? Just like you can treat as a normal multiplication, right? So just give the string name, okay, and then call the star, and then how many times? 3 times. If you want to 4 times, then you have to call 4 here. Any number of times, just you have to put here number, okay, like that. So again, another method, so you can see the same thing we can do, right? So we can call original string. What is the original string? Hello. And this, and what we are doing, we are multiplying this string 3 times. Okay, and again with the help of join we can add all together. Okay, so in this case here, see here all the things are added, right? If you are calling the this one, but in case of here we have to call this join. Okay, we will do this practically. Okay, so this is possible, not how the things are working, but this is a way we are storing to some variables with the help of join and with the help of normal variables. And one more things with the help of loop. So how we are doing? Using a loop, plus one repeating. Okay, yeah, so here we are not using the star. Okay, so the main idea here was how to repeat something. Okay, so repeatedly any number of time, how we can do repeat string repetition, right? So one method was using the star, next method was using this join, and third one using loop. Obviously loop is always there for doing multiplications, right? And this, yeah, fine. So and these are some use cases where we can use. So suppose we are creating something separator line in console, that also you can dash, and you can multiply 40 times dash. Okay, and you can write something. Second example, it will be constructing a string, a repeating pattern, right? So if you already know how to print triangle pattern or something, or maybe if you want to repeat the same string, right? Repeat, yeah, obviously the one string is given, then you have to do repetitive. So this is same example, I think, with the help of a star. But this is a different use case for with the help of a star, where we can use, this is here also we are using a star, here we are also using a star. Okay, so you can see here patterns, and yeah, this thing. So let me show you with the help of hands-on practical. Okay, so how everything working. So let me create this, let me create one file here, str underscore, I'm writing this repetitions and dot py. Fine. So let me first write any pattern, or let me, if we want to copy. Okay, so do not copy, let me type from here. Okay, so let's suppose the string is input str. okay, and store here hello output. So just you have to call this input string and then call this star, and then if you want to print 4 time and then let's print and do the output. Fine, this one, maximize this window, okay, clear this, Python 3 and then str repetitions. Okay, so you can see hello this number of times. So you can see here we are not adding something, right? So it's like that. So this is one use cases. Again, let me show you this example how they are mentioning. Okay, then I will explain to you. Okay, so this was the second method. So what is the original string? It is, let's call here and write some value called hello, or let's say hi. Okay, so this one. Okay, so you can see the second method hi 3 times, right? So if you, again let me show you what is meaning of this. Okay, so again you will get idea. Print, if you print this, so it means it's repeating, this is one element inside this list. Okay, but if I multiply 3 times, so list will be, element will be repetitive or list will be repetitive. Okay, obviously element will be repetitive, right? So, but just let me confirm. You can see list element is also repeating, right? So one more examples here. If there is some item here and if you want to repeat something or if you want to create some duplicate, so maybe any number or something. Okay, so let me show this is possible or not. Suppose we are adding sim number 1. Okay, and if you want to repeat, so will this work or this will work on a string only? Yeah, this is working on even for any others number. So if something is stored inside this list and if you want to repeat something, okay, so easily you can do like that. Okay, and you can see all their comma separated. Okay, so this is one way. One more example. Okay, I think let it be there. And again if you want to concatenate all the things, so obviously it will be added. Okay, so why need of join? Okay, because if you are doing the same thing here, let's call original listing. Okay, right, so it's getting there. So why need this one, right? But obviously we need it because this is type of a string, sorry, this is type of list, but we want string repetition, right? So we want to store in the form of, the output should be, resultant should be in the form of a string, not in the form of list. So here are basically list, but I explained if there is something list and you have to repeat the element of the list, also you can use this star. So it calls repeat times. Okay, so how many times you want to repeat the character. Okay, character means the element present in this list. But if you want to get the actual final output result is in the form of a string, so you have to use this join. Okay, so this is meaning of this one. Let's explain the third one. So obviously this already you know, this is a very simple thing. If you want to repeat something, so you can call any function, like suppose if you want to print 4 times, right? So let me call this and third method there, and our original string in this. Okay, 4. So there is one more method I am explaining to you, range. How many times you want to do? Let's suppose 4 times, then doing it and then call original string and plus equal to let's call original string. Okay, so every time we are repeating, so this will be print 4 times. Let's print original. Okay, I'm just using the same variable. You can use the different one for getting the different output. Output is the same, you can get different. Okay, so you can see okay, so again plus equal to, it is same thing here repeating, I think. Let's store to the sum repeating string value and store some value called this one, and we are doing this. Okay, so okay, fine, we are calling this one. Here should be print this here. Okay, so you can see we are getting 4 times. Okay, so this means we are adding, I think in that case what was happening, every time this is adding the previous one. It may be, or if third time it will be 3 times, again it will repeat adding the same 3 times more. Okay, so this one we using loop, so with the help of join, and one method with the help of star. Okay, so this one with the help of star. But still I am going to show you some more interesting example. Might be you have put lots of effort in other programming languages, but in Python how easily you can do. Okay, so this one. Okay, so I was explaining this, right? So what is meaning of this? Let's suppose if you want to print some value, like suppose this console, and if console, you can see these are different thing, or maybe if you want to print something like that, line something. Okay, so how we can do that? So easily, if you want to do some formatting, if there is example, let me show you. If there is some example, no, there is not example, I will explain in later video. So how this work as a separator. Okay, so this is separator, this will repetitive, this many times, 40 times like that. Okay, any number of times you specify, you will get the. So let's run this one. So you can see you are getting something like that. You might have get understanding, right? So you can see most of the things, if you are using some console, you are getting this type of formatted string, or adding some line like that. So you can use like that. You do not have to, or else if you are very beginners, you are doing like that. Okay, you are doing like that 40-50 times, right? If you do, if you are not know, you are not aware with the star operator multiplication, so you will do like that, right? But sometimes it forget, like again you have to call 2 times, right? So maybe how we can do that? Again you call like that. Okay, and every time you have to call, right? Here is also, this is also fine, but why I'm typing this much, right? So you can do like that, this star, and then multiply for any number of times. Let's suppose put this one, or maybe if you want to add some plus, or maybe you can do, or even if you want to use this one, even you can do. Okay, you can see here. So this one separator, right? So let me go it again, so that we are on the correct, explain everything, this one. And there is one more thing, right? So let me show you one more interesting example here. Okay, so suppose you are printing some string. Okay, and let's suppose if you want to create some output like that, star 2 time, okay, star 3 time, star 4 time, star 5 time. Okay, so you might have seen in most of the cases you have used 2 loop, right, for printing this type of pattern. Okay, but if you use this one, you can do print this type of things in one, with the help of one loop. Okay, so how you can do that? first let's create some, but in that case we have to define some n. So how long, what should be height of this? So let's suppose height should be 5. Then I'm going to call one loop in range, okay, and then pass n, and now let's print, okay, and send this call. What we have to do, we have to do print a star, okay. So first do a star and then again call here for multiplication, and how many times, I number times, okay, and then after every time already line, next line will be added, okay. So you can see this is a simple line of code we can generate here, okay. So let me show this example. You can see here, but this is 4 times, so how we can do that? So let's add one more time, because range only call n minus 1, okay. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, okay. So just in one loop you are creating this pattern, okay. Similarly, if you add more complex pattern, so with the help of this star you can easily handle, or you can print more thing, okay. So in my cases, in almost whenever I am doing this thing, so this one is sometimes important or this one is important, sometimes formatting is needed, okay. So you might have know how the left alignment, right alignment is this work, right. So this was the separators part, okay, and this, so I am just explaining what are the different use cases, right. So here are some use cases, we can write it here. One will be for if you want to print some pattern, obviously if you want to repeat, so already you might have got some idea based on your use cases what are the different scenario where we can use string repetitions, right, or maybe some masking, string masking or something like that, okay. So you can do the, like, suppose there is some password, right. So this is some password, right. So password, let's suppose password, okay, and then is some number of character, okay. So suppose let me show you this one, okay. Suppose I am giving this one and we are not sure, and if you want to print some to the screen, if you want to print password, or let's call display, should be same number of time, because we don't know how many times we have to know. So if you want to print like let me show you star, something like that, because if you want to maintain some privacy, but we don't know how many times this word is appear, so how we can do that. And if you want to do some masking, so you can call a star and then you can call len and then you can call password, so it will call the number of, I think this variable name is already exist, or what is called, yeah, fine, okay. So forget to call this, okay, and then let's call print, let's call this password display. So what do you want to display to the screen, right. So let me run this again, okay. So you can see here, so we are, okay. So let me show you here so that we will get the clear understanding. Password, okay. So you can see this is our password. So it will, you do not have to manually type everything, just whatever you are writing here, okay. So let me show you, and if you write something like that, okay, so it automatically the masking will work, okay. So just save this file and run it again, okay. So you can see this one. So something like that, you want to maintain some privacy just for displaying purpose. Obviously this is not any, somebody have program access, they easily can get the ID see the password, right, but just I'm saying somehow masking is required. So you just giving some hint, okay. So how many character of the password you have, right. So this was a very interesting one for pattern, this one for password, and this one most of the time if you are printing something to the screen, so separator is also very important, right? So till now we have discussed with the help of a star, with the help of join, and with the help of loop. So how we can repeat the string, okay? So these are three different methods. Fine. So use case will be endless. There is no any limit, because based on how you are going to run the applications and how what are your actually the need of programming languages, right? So maybe for your situation or different type of application, it could be in different scenario. Either you are using operating system, maybe we are creating web applications, or we are creating mobile applications, or doing some file operations or something like that. So based on these things, there is endless use cases possible, and based on that you can create these string repetitions, okay? So this is very useful, everyone, okay? So maybe in next video let me show you what I'm going to explain, but if that could be possible. So one method is called a string case conversion, okay? So that one is important. If there is more method called string formatting, okay? So if I already know, okay, use case, okay, fine. I think I have more concept, but I think first I should cover this string case conversion, okay? But there is more one important example if we discuss the string formatting, okay? So you can see there is some formation. I think it will be related to the same video, you will get the more understanding. And some there is numeric conversions, date conversions, conditional formatting, and there is one more interesting example, text alignment, okay? So if you want to see some text and if you want to print something, look, okay? So how the text should be aligned, okay? So right alignment, left alignment, center alignment, like that, okay? So formatting, I think I'm going to first I will discuss this one, so that they both are related. String formatting, that is I think going to more interesting, and then string formatting and then text alignment, we will record these both video together, okay? So that's all, everyone, for this video. Let's meet in another one. Till then, keep learning, keep growing, and thank you for watching.